What's up, YouTube? It's JackalGoldKick, and in this video, I'm going to be showing even more extra gifts that I got from Larry the Batman Fan. So make sure to go subscribe to Larry the Batman Fan on YouTube. Much appreciated for him sending stuff. Um, Now, there's two packages here. I'm only going to be able to show the second one outside of what's in it, not the first one, because the first one has addresses on both sides. So that'll have to be opened off camera. And yeah, I'm going to show both of these. Now, one of these actually did show up already, but I waited to open it because I wanted the other one to show up so I could just tackle both of them in a video. And as I record this, having some Monster. This video is sponsored by Monster. No, I'm kidding. This tastes good though. So, I'm going to set the mic to the side as I open the first package. Hopefully, I can still be heard decently. So, I got to be careful not to have it on camera because there's addresses on both sides. So, we got the mossy oak knife. Let us get this open. I only need a little bit open. I don't need to cut the whole thing. As long as I have an opening, we're good to go. So let's see what's in this one. Okay. I'm not going to look. I'm going to... All right, it's empty. So put it to the side and let's go through it. So up first, we have James Bond Quantum of Solace 2008. So that's pretty cool. He had heard me mention somewhere that I don't have a lot of movies, so he sent me some movies, so much appreciated. He said some of these, I think a lot of these are burnt movies. Hopefully, they'll play on my PS4. But yeah, pretty cool. I've actually never seen this. I've never seen any of the James Bond films, actually, but pretty cool to have that. Um, Physical copies are always the best way to go about getting your entertainment. Next up, we have Logan Lucky from 2017. Interesting. Never seen this film. I know that Daniel Craig's in this. I think he was in other ones. We got two Daniel Craig films. His outfit looked like a race car zebra stripe, from what I remember. But yeah, I've never seen this, but pretty cool to have that. Have to check it out and see how it is. Up next, we have The Way of the Dragon. So I don't know who plays in this film, but we have The Way of the Dragon, so that's pretty cool. I'll have to watch it and see who plays in that film. Up next, we have San Andreas from 2015, which is a rock film. Now, I think I tried watching this back in the day. I don't know if I stopped watching it because it was like either I didn't care for it or if it was like I was watching it on a free place and it wasn't working well. I can't remember, but I will watch this now to see what I think of it because I do like some of the Rock's films, though I feel like he isn't as good as he used to be. I prefer The Rock from the Walking Tall days, that's for sure. Up next, we have Collide from 2016. Never seen this film. Before I get to the rest, I'm going to take a drink. Up next, we have um, War for the Planet of the Apes. That's really cool. It's awesome to have this. Um, One of the very best films of the year. In this thrilling cinematic chapter of the Planet of the Apes saga, Caesar Andy Serkis and his apes are forced into a deadly conflict with an army of humans led by a ruthless colonel, Woody Harrelson. But after suffering unimaginable losses, Caesar resolves to avenge his kind, pitting him against the colonel for a final showdown that will determine the future of the planet. So it's pretty cool to have this. It's cool to have one of the apes films. Wonder how this works. Well, let me put the mic to the side. I just want to see how this opens. Oh, okay. So there's an inside and there's the film. So it's cool to have it because I've actually never seen any of the Apes films, but I've heard they're pretty good. I've always wanted to check them out, honestly. I've always been curious about them. Up next is Black Panther, the movie. It says, "Long live the king! After the defense of Captain America: Civil War, King T'Challa returns home to his reclusive technology-advanced African nation of Wakanda to serve as his country's new leader. However, T'Challa soon finds that he is challenged for the throne from factions with his own country. When two foes conspire to destroy Wakanda, the hero known as Black Panther must team up with CIA agent uh, Everett K. Ross and members of the Dora Milaje Wakandian special forces to stop Wakanda from being dragged into a war." So I've seen this movie before. Actually, I did a MCU binge some time ago. I wasn't a fan of this film. Now the guy who plays Black Panther, he is a good actor. Rest in peace to him. Sucks that he died from colon cancer. Because I've seen some other movies from him. He's a pretty good actor. I liked 21 Bridges. That was like a movie he did where he was a cop. He was a pretty good actor. You know, it's a shame that he died, especially young age. Now, I don't have an issue with him or the Black Panther character itself, but it's like the movie itself, I just didn't enjoy it. You know, much like Rambo After Life said, I enjoyed Black Panther more in Civil War than this film. That's how I was. Like, I loved him in Civil War. I loved playing as him in Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1. He was always a favorite character. But when it comes to his own movie, I just wasn't a fan of the Black Panther film. I don't know, it just didn't do anything for me. I didn't really find it entertaining. And um, from what I remember, I didn't care much for it. Though Killmonger's a cool villain. I like Michael B. Jordan. But I don't know. I think Black Panther could have had a much better movie than this. But yeah, let me open this up. Oh, the disc fell out of the case. So yeah, we have Black Panther 2018. Cool to have it, you know. That's actually one of the first superhero movies I've had in my collection for a very long time. So yeah, up next is this is a PSP game, EA Replay, 14 Hot Classics, One Cool Collection. Um, Desert Strike, Wing Commander, Mutant League Football, Syndicate, and Road Rash. Replay the classic, step back to the dawn of the console gaming's golden age with this collection of 14 EA classics. Lead your Tiger's Claw Squadron to the Wing Commander series. Wing Commander Secret Missions, Mutant League Football, Desert Strike, Jungle Strike, Buddha Can, Road Rash 1, 2, and 3. Also includes Haunting starring Poltergeist, Syndicate, Ultimate the Blackgate, and Virtual Pinball. Go head ahead multiplayer and secret titles. B.O.B. Is that the rapper B.O.B.? Engage 150 MPH combat in the Road Rash series. So yeah, I've never played this or any of the games in it, but cool to have another. There's like some piece in here of Amazon thing, not Amazon thing, but wrapping paper. So we have the disc and manual itself. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, PSP game. All right. So that's it for the one package. Now I'm going to open the second one. Now I can show one part of this because I just two sides. I really like the packaging for this. It almost looks like a Christmas gift. Well, maybe more like a birthday gift. So the packaging for this was really nice. So yeah, let me I don't want it to fall off the bed. I'm going to get a drink and then we're going to open it. So I wonder if I can just open it with my hands. Maybe I don't need no knife. Oh yeah, it just comes off. Let's see what we have in here. Anything else? So, well, looks like we have this this binder here, like a thing that holds disc. Let's check it out. Not opening it right. All right. Okay. Here's what we have. Now, I did know about one of these. Wow, that video game, huh? So, up first, we have Sonic Unleashed for the PlayStation 2. He said this was like a really bad game. And, at first when he said the title, I didn't know what it was. But now that I see it, I actually know about this game. I had played the demo for it on the 360 back in the day. So it'll be interesting to fully play this and see how it is. But he said it was a pretty bad one to add to the worst video games collab part two. I need to get to playing the bad games so I can record. I did always think it looked interesting though, because you got Sonic fused with like a werewolf. So I don't know. I'll see how it turns out. The only Sonic games I really played is like Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 on the 360. The Sonic films are pretty decent. The new Knuckles series looks good. It says the difference is night and day. Go faster than ever before. New high speed maneuvers. Transform after dark with powerful combat skills. Race around the world and explore challenging locations. So yeah, I will try this out and see how it is. Um, let's open the inside. There's the disc. So yeah, I played a demo of this on 360. I like the concept, where you have him fused like looks like a werewolf version of himself or a werehog or whatever they call it. But yeah, we'll see how this one is. All right, so we have movies. So okay, I'm gonna try to figure out how I can do this because there's a lot here. I'll just like okay, all right, I think I got it. We have Gone in 60 Seconds and Pocahontas 2. I haven't seen either of these, so that's pretty cool. I think Gone in 60 Seconds, isn't that the Nicolas Cage film, right? I think so. We have The Raid. Never seen that. I've heard good things. We have Cars. Seen that as a kid. We have AMC Chelsea Life. No, that's something else. Frozen, the Disney movie. And we have The Core. So it's awesome to have more movies, because I don't really get a whole lot of films. So it's definitely cool to have more movies. I've never seen any of these besides Cars. We have Precious Cargo. Never seen that. We got 21. Never seen that. Double Impact. I think I've seen that. Taking a Pelham 123. Great to have that. It's a good remake with Denzel Washington and John Travolta. I think Double Impact isn't that the Van Damme film where there's twins? Or am I getting it mixed up with the Mickey Rourke one? We have Star Wars episodes The Empire Strikes Back. Never seen it. I've actually never seen any of the Star Wars films. That'll be the chance to watch it. We have Holes from 2003. That's a great film. We have 28 Weeks Later, which that's a decent sequel. I definitely like 28 Days Later more, but 28 Weeks Later is decent. Um, I hope they eventually come out with a follow up to that. They were supposed to. And we have Robin Hood from 2010. Never seen that, but I think it's like a Russell Crowe film. So that's pretty cool. Let's see. So a lot of these are just empty disc packets. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else that I'm not missing. This will actually come in handy though for holding disc. All right. So that's the movies. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the extra gifts from Larry the Batman fan. Subscribe to his YouTube channel. Much appreciated for him for sending more stuff. Um, Going all the way back to the Christmas gifts where he sent PSP and a whole bunch of stuff. And then other stuff that he sent. And then even this stuff. It's much appreciated. It'll be interesting to check out a lot of these movies I haven't seen. And hopefully they work on the PS4 because I think they will because I have a few other movies that were burned that did work. And it'll be interesting to try Sonic Unleashed. That's actually the first Sonic game I physically own, so that's a first. Um, and I do want to give an update on that collab. So me and Larry the Batman fan are supposed to do a collaboration about the worst video games we played, part two. Now, the reason I haven't done my part yet is I've been doing other things like uh, I got into playing Resident Evil 4 remake, and then I was gonna play the bad games, but then I got into Spirit Sonata, then I got into Samurai Warriors 5. So uh, what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish up playing Samurai Warriors 5, doing everything I need to do in that game, and then I'm actually going to get to playing the bad games. I'll start with Sonic Unleashed and just get to it basically um, before I start playing other games again, so I can get the collab done. So there's an update on that. Um, like I said, got a little bit to do in Samurai Warriors 5, and then once I'm done with that, we will jump to the bad games. And I'll start with Sonic Unleashed because I want to see how that game is. I want to see what I think of it. Because I played the demo for that in the 360. But yeah, that's it for this video. Peace out. And once again, thanks to Larry the Batman fan for these extra gifts. Go subscribe to his YouTube channel.